Namaste, beloveds. I wanted to share this beautiful sight that I am seeing while I talk to you with you all. This is Sufiana of Feminine Soul Awakening, and today I want to make a very small point about abandonment and rejection issues. This is a challenge that is very, very prevalent in the Western countries. I experienced it a lot more in America than I experienced it within myself or within India as such. I'm not saying that it does not exist here at all or it exists everywhere in America. I'm just saying that I experienced it much more because way more children grow up in broken families in America. So it all depends on how you were raised. I know example of one person. He literally had an experience where he's a kid and here both his parents are standing and one says, no, you take him. No, you take him. It's like, yes, they are divorced. Yes, they are sharing custody. But here, imagine how this child would feel if he is so severely rejected in this moment by both the parents. None of them has time for him. None of them is making him feel that he's worthy enough of being taken care of just even being given attention to or loved. So this is the kind of example that I'm talking about. That when they grow up, what happens is, I have shared about the yin and yang symbol with you all that, it's like half is black, half is white, but within the half black is a white dot. Within the half white is a black dot. Now within the darkness there is light, within light there is darkness. Within the feminine there is the masculine, and within the masculine there is the feminine. But what happens when an adult who has had this kind of childhood experiences a primary fundamental split in the psyche? It almost feels like a kind of a bipolarity almost, that the masculine and the feminine are not communicating with each other. They cannot stand each other. And a lot of us that have been raised by parents that are not divorced but still feel antagonistic towards each other, still experience this to a great extent. I know from personal experience. So there is this extreme polarization between the masculine and the feminine. So in their case, their yin and yang symbol would be black is only black, white is only white. There is no dot in the middle of the other opposite polarity. So what happens when, for instance, this person is in a relationship as an adult now, and his wife says something about something that he did not do, like, hey, you were supposed to do this, why didn't you do this? This person does not have enough psychological strength to look at an aspect of their shadow without forgetting that they have this much light in them. So when you get a lot of love and acceptance from your parents in childhood, then your sense of worthiness is strong enough that you can see, like, oh, okay, this person is saying that, okay, I have this shadow quality in me, or I did not do this, that I was supposed to do this. I can say, yeah, sure, okay, I'm so sorry, I forgot to do this. So that is the healthy person with the healthy yin and yang symbol. But the trauma of rejection and abandonment experienced in childhood, and if it is not healed until the person becomes an adult, then this person, when he is shown or she is shown this darkness, this thing that they did not do, something that is just something very small and simple, immediately your psychic ability, your psychological ability is not strong enough to see that even though in this moment you are being shown a small dark quality within yourself, you forget that if I have this darkness, then I also have this light, because within darkness there is light. So just because I'm being shown this darkness about me doesn't mean that I don't have light within me. So you feel comfortable enough with yourself, you feel like you are worthy enough, you know your self-worth very clearly, very firmly, very strongly, that you can say, yeah, sure, I'm sorry I made that mistake. Oh yeah, sure, I have that flaw in me and I always keep forgetting this. I'm like, so sorry. But the person who is really wounded with the abandonment issue, they will resort to three things. One will be denial. They will totally go into denial, more like, no, you're just making this up. They will just deny that they did anything wrong at all. Second thing they might resort to is blame shifting. The moment I tell someone that you did, that you didn't treat me right tonight, instead of saying that, yes, I'm so sorry, I feel like I treated you very unfairly, I just attacked you and I should not have been, I was really, really rude, I'm sorry. That would be a healthy person's response. Blame shifting is immediately the person becomes defensive and says like, no, it's because you have this issue and that issue and that issue, that is why you are the one who is making this thing up. So they will immediately try to shift the blame on you. The third thing they resort to is something very similar to blame shifting, is called gaslighting. Gaslighting is when the person says like, oh, you are such a drama queen, you're always complaining. Like if she says like, I think you are having an extramarital affair, he knows he's having an extramarital affair, but he believes so much in his own untruth that with full force he will argue with you to convince you that you are the one who likes to make stories, you are such a drama queen, you are too overly sensitive, overly emotional. So that is called gaslighting. So the best suggestion for someone who has this kind of challenge and is moving from one relationship to another, going through these kind of experiences, I have a suggestion that you can go with your partner for drama therapy. Regular therapy is good, but drama therapy can be very powerful, because your ability to feel empathy for your own self as well as for your own partner is pretty challenging, and very often a third person perspective really helps you to come back to your true authentic self, to work on your self-worthiness. And when your worthiness will get stronger, then your ability to see your own light while your darkness is being revealed to you will get strong enough. So it will not be only this or only that, only shadow or only light. You will be able to claim both sides of yourself and realize that, okay, I have both of these things. So it's okay if my partner reveals something to me, then we will work together. And just the same way as she shows me the mirror sometimes, I also show her the mirror sometimes. And it's okay, this is how the relationship works. In fact, this is how we can get really, truly intimate with someone, when we make space to reveal our shadows to each other and to not attack each other when that happens, but to hold space for each other. So I hope that helps. And also my suggestion to you, if you are listening to this video, being a facilitator who works with clients who is dealing with such kind of challenges, low self-worth and abandonment issues, then really, first of all, you can help them understand this with this analogy of the yin and yang symbol, and see if you can try and work more and more on empathy on this person, on this client, towards their own selves first and foremost, because at some fundamental level this person is rejecting themselves and also is suffering from low self-worth. So try and work on their self-worth, and the most important thing is help them see how there is a judgmental person and a rejecting person within themselves, and where this voice is coming from. This is not the voice that's coming from their center, from their true authentic self. This is the voice that is coming from how their upbringing was. So really work on the mother and the father issues with them. So I really hope that helps, and thank you very much for listening. My website is www.femininesoulawakening.org, and if any of you feels a calling to work with me and is going through these kind of challenges in your relationships as well as within your own self, then you can contact me. Thank you. Have a beautiful evening.